The listen quiz.
Okay, so you're going to have to listen and then answer some questions. You're good at that sometimes if you pay attention. So it shouldn't be too difficult for you. Okay, so we're starting a new unit today. Look at the photos. Have you seen any of these events in real life or have you seen them on TV? Okay, so what does photo one show us? These are natural disasters. So what is photo one?
Photo one is a tornado.
Good. Do you get tornadoes in Vietnam?
No.
No. Okay,
Yes.
good. You do. Okay. And then number two, what is number two?
Number two is snowfall.
Okay, like an avalanche. Good. Number three, what is number three?
Number three, mountain fall.
Okay, almost like an avalanche, but an avalanche is snow. So the house and the bank it collapsed. Okay, number four. What is number four?
Mm. Number four is a forest burn.
Okay, forest fire. Number five.
Mm. Number five, yeah, is a volcano erupt.
Good, a volcano eruption. And number six.
Number six is dry.
Okay, good. We call it a drought. So have you seen any of those in real life or have you seen them on TV?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, match the photos with six of the words below. Okay, so we have avalanche, disease, drought, earthquake, famine, flood, forest fire, hurricane, landslide, tornado, tsunami, and volcanic eruption. Okay, so we've already gone through this, so you've already actually named them for me. Okay, let's listen and see if we were correct.
Unit 8. Lesson 8A. Exercise 3.
Avalanche. Disease. Drought.
Okay, no, that doesn't give us the answer. That's just telling us the word. Okay, so it's a tornado, yes. Avalanche, landslide, forest fire, volcanic eruption, and drought. Okay, so here we have some new pictures. So now we're going to match these words to these pictures. Okay, so we have avalanche, disease, drought, earthquake, famine, flood, forest fire, hurricane, landslide, tornado, tsunami, and volcanic eruption. Okay, so what do you think number one is?
Number one is uh, droughts.
Okay, it won't be a drought because that is a road. That might be an earthquake. Okay, number two. What do you think number two is showing us? So what they're showing us, it usually happens at a beach where there's water or the ocean, and you get really big waves. What is that called?
Mm,
Do you know?
mm,
That
tsunami.
yes. Okay. Number three, it's showing us a mosquito. So what is that?
Mm, what is uh fly meals?
Okay, no, it's not that. Um, so a mosquito can make you sick. So what is it called when something makes you sick?
Number six. Number three is
Okay, it's disease.
disease.
Mosquitoes can bring disease like malaria. Okay, and number four, what is number four?
Number four is flood.
Good. Four is flood. Okay. Number five,
Five is hurricane.
hurricane. Okay. My headphones are dying. Okay, what is number six? Okay, what is number six?
Six is
Can you say that again? Number six is?
number six is dross.
Okay, no, it's not a drought. Number six is famine. Famine means having no food. Yeah. So let's see if our answers are correct. Correct. Earthquake, tsunami, disease, flood, hurricane, and famine. Good.
Mm,
Okay. So, which of the natural disasters involve water in any form or no water? Okay, so what natural disasters need water or happens with water?
tsunami and a flood.
Good. Okay. And then which natural disasters has wind?
So what?
A tornado would use wind, a hurricane would use wind. Okay, and which
Mm,
natural disasters have very hot temperatures?
dross. Dross and volcano.
Okay, so a fire, because fire is hot, it causes hot temperatures, and a volcanic eruption. A volcanic eruption is also very, very hot. It's lava. Okay, and then rocks or earth moving.
Earth moving is a earthquake.
Good. Earthquake, avalanche, landslide. Well done.
Okay, so now we're going to listen to 10 people talking, decide which natural disaster from exercise 2 each person is talking about.
Lesson 8A. Exercise 5. 1,
We were skiing near to Chamonix in the Alps when the snow on the slope above us started to slide down towards us.
Okay,
2,
so what natural disaster is that?
Mm. Since number 3.
Okay, but we don't just have to look at the pictures. They said they were skiing. Skiing you do on in snow, and the ground above just collapsed. So what is that called?
Uh, earthquake.
Not an earthquake. What do we say when it's snow?
Snowfall.
Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Okay, let's listen to the next one.
It starts with a bad headache and sickness. People usually recover if they see a doctor quickly.
Okay, so what are they talking about there? What natural disaster does a mosquito bring?
Mosquito is
Disease. Good. Like COVID. COVID is a disease. Mosquitoes can
yes.
also bring diseases. Okay. But mosquitoes can't give you COVID.
3,
The water was 2 meters deep in parts of the town, and the situation won't get any better until the rain stops.
Okay, so what is number 3?
Snow. Earthquake.
No, the water. So earthquake doesn't really have water.
Mm.
What happens if
These
there's too much rain?
flood.
Good. Okay, let's listen to 4.
4,
We saw a huge wave moving towards the shore at a terrifying speed. Luckily, we managed to escape to higher ground.
Okay, a big wave and it was very fast at a great speed. So what is number 4?
Uh, a tsunami.
Good. Okay, let's listen to number 5.
5,
I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night when my bed started to shake. It lasted about 30 seconds.
Okay, when the bed started to shake, what is that?
Earthquake.
6,
The eruption started at 3 p.m. The mountainside exploded and millions of tons of lava flowed down into the sea.
Okay, what is that?
Volcano erupt.
Yes, volcanic eruption.
7,
It hasn't rained for over 6 months in this part of Africa. The crops are dying in the fields.
Okay, so no rain. What is that?
Rain.
What did you say?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's the same word we used for picture number 6.
It's a volcano.
No, that's number 5. Look at picture number 6 where everything's dry.
Drought.
Drought. Good. Okay, number 8.
8,
The flames swept through the dry forest, destroying thousands of hectares of trees.
Okay, the flames. So what is number 8? What are they talking about?
Fire forest.
Okay, forest fire. Okay. Ah,
9,
Heavy rains caused tons of rock and mud to slide down the mountainside, destroying a road and a railway line.
okay, so the same word we use for number 3. What is it?
Mm. Um,
Land.
Limits.
Landslide. Okay, and then the last one.
10,
If food doesn't reach the poorest region in the north of the country, then thousands of people will die of hunger.
Okay, so what word do we use for people that have no food?
Famine.
Famine. Good. Okay, so you know some of the words, you just don't pronounce them properly, but the words are correct, so good. Okay, let's double check. Okay, so all right, then give us the answer for that. Okay. Now we're going to read about Tipton Bay hurricane. So complete the news report with the words below. So we've got damaged, destroyed, injured, lasted, left, lost, reached, rescued, sent, and struck. Okay, so do you understand what those words are?
Mm. Yes.
Okay. So, the hurricane struck the town of Tipton Bay on the south coast at 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon and something for 12 hours, winds speeds of 200 kilometers per hour. Luckily, people their homes before the hurricane arrived, and nobody their life. However, flying metal and glass, about 20 people, emergency services, over 50 people from boats near the coast, and charities quickly, food and tents to help people without homes. The hurricane seriously hundreds of buildings and crops in the fields around the town. Okay. So number 1 was done for us. Number 1 is struck. Okay. So what do you think number 2 is?
Damage.
Okay, not damaged. If something starts at one time and ends at another time, what do we say?
Mm. And last.
Lasted. Good. So it started at 4 p.m. and it lasted for 12 hours. What is number 3? Wind something.
We know reach.
Winds reached, good. Okay, number 4.
People left.
Yes. Okay, number 5.
Injured.
No, and nobody something their life. So you can't injure your life, you can injure yourself.
Loss.
Good. However, flying metal and glass, something about 20 people.
Mm. Injured.
Good. Emergency services, something over 50 people.
Mm. Rescue.
Good. Over 50 people from boats near the coast. The charities quickly something food and tents to help people without homes.
Quickly ascend.
Good. The hurricane seriously something hundreds of buildings.
Destroy.
Okay. So they damaged the building and they destroyed the crops. Good. Okay. See, with those two, I'm not going to be too upset about which word you choose because we don't see a picture. So we don't know if it just damaged the building or if it destroyed the building altogether. So we don't actually know. We are only guessing. Good.
Lesson 8A. Exercise 6.
The hurricane struck the town of Tipton Bay on the south coast at 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon and lasted for 12 hours. Winds reached speeds of 200 kilometers an hour. Luckily, people left their homes before the hurricane arrived, and nobody lost their life. However, flying metal and glass injured about 20 people. Emergency services rescued over 50 people from boats near the coast, and charities quickly sent food and tents to help people without homes. The hurricane seriously damaged hundreds of buildings and destroyed crops in the fields around the town.
Okay. So let's read the notes about a tornado and write a short news report like the one in exercise 6. Okay, so we're going to write a report like this. Okay. So tornado wind last night 3 o'clock for 30 minutes. Where city of Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA. Winds of 250 kilometers an hour. Damaged homes, cars, shops, and crops near the city. 25 people injured. And emergency services rescued people from a train and sent medical supplies. Okay. So let me just make us some space over here. Okay. So how will you start your news report?
Um,
Okay, so first of all, we need a title. So we can say Tulsa's. Let's make it fun. The tornado of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, so that now is our title. Okay, so how are you gonna start your news report now?
mm, information.
Okay, so you first have to start with what it is. So a tornado hit the town or hit the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. So when did it hit?
Mm,
When did the tornado hit?
mm. So tornado killed what? Uh, Alaska.
No, when did it hit? So over here we have all the information. So there it tells us when. So hit the town of Oklahoma last night at 3 a.m. and lasted for about 30 minutes. Okay, what can we say next?
Mm.
Talk about the wind speeds. Make a sentence with the wind speed.
The winds it's around over the 250 kilometers.
Okay,
The
the winds reached over 250 kilometers an hour. Okay. What did it damage?
damage. It damage a home car shop near the city and 35 people.
Okay, it damaged homes, cars, shops, and crops that were near the city. There was about 25 people who were injured. Okay, what did the emergency services do?
Mm. Rescue people from trains and medicine supply.
Okay, so emergency services had to rescue people from a train and had sent medical supplies to help the Victims. Okay, victims are people that had something bad happen to them. So with a tornado, you have victims. Good. Okay. Extension for advanced students. Okay, so you can do this. Okay, so read the learn this box and complete the table below. The spelling changes in one of the nouns. Okay, so we can form nouns by adding suffixes, so word endings, to verbs or adjectives. Sometimes the spelling changes. So we can add an ION or an ATION. So it's an on or ation. So oppress will become oppression. Organize becomes organization. Okay. Then we can also add ness to an adjective. So sadness, tiredness, sleepiness. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So now just remember one of these are going to change. The spelling will change. Okay, so inform plus ation becomes
Is information.
good. React and ION,
Reaction.
educate and ION,
And duration.
education. But this is the word that changes a little bit. The E goes away and it creates an ATION, even though we just added an ION. Do you see?
Yes.
Okay, and protect,
Protection.
dark,
Darkness.
good,
Goodness.
good. Well done. Okay, power up. If you went to hospital and there, okay, it's meant to be was. If you went to hospital and there was no electricity, you would be amazed. You'd probably feel scared too. But in some of the world's poorest countries, hospitals often have no powers. Doctors sometimes have no power. Doctors sometimes perform operations by candlelight. If they had electric lights, these operations would be easier and safer. Power Up Gambia is a charity that provides solar energy for hospitals and health clinics in the Gambia, West Africa. Its most famous supporter is Olivia Wilde, star of the the American TV show House. If I were a superhero, I'd want electrical power in my fingers, Olivia once said. Perhaps supporting Power Up Gambia is the next best thing. Okay, so what is the connection between the actress Olivia Wilde and solar power?
Mm.
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh no, I just read.
Oh, Okay. So Olivia Wilde wants to help Gambia to put electricity into their hospitals so that they don't have to, do operations by candlelight, and they've actually got some electricity.
Yes.
Okay. So read the learn this box. Find 3-second conditional sentences in the text in exercise 1. Circle the if clauses and underline the main clauses. Okay, so we use the second conditional to describe an imaginary situation or event and its result. We use the past tense in the if clause and wouldn't verb in the main clause. So for example here, if people drank tap water, they wouldn't buy bottles. So this is the imaginary situation or the imaginary event, and this is the result. In the if clause, we normally use were instead of was as the past tense of be singular, but we often use was in spoken English. If the tap water were safe, I'd drink it. Okay. So where is the if clause in our reading that we had to do?
Mhm.
It is there. Okay, good. Okay, we will stop there for today. And then I will see you again on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.